Alright you guys, welcome back to another U150 video. Today we're going to be going back to when the camera was shaking a whole bunch more and take a look at a round 2 matchup between Kingdra and Metagross. I'm just checking some stuff. Yep, this is where we're at. Kingdra Metagross round 2 matchup in the winners bracket, finally. After doing all those loser bracket matchups that I've been uploading. Kingdra 6-0ing red card lock, benching that deck out, and then Metagross 8-0ing Magnezone in a game we thought would be a lot closer, but Magnezone just not what it used to be. So should be a good matchup here. Metagross having some tricks up its sleeve to really deal with the Kingdra. Kingdra being able to fight back, obviously being the #1 seed overall in the tournament and just being a great all-around deck. That sort of thing could happen, and this is a great turn 1 from me. Grady went for a detached pass. I go second and able to hit the natural collector plus a full bench. It's a great start. Grady trying to figure out his hand under the item lock. If he can get a collector or a Spiritomb somehow, but no, instead he grabs a Karina, so he can grab the Fighting Horsey, but instead goes for actually not like Clit. I was definitely smarter there, I suppose. Fighting Kingdra in hand seems sketchy, just because my start was pretty hot, but looks like Grady might be able to get a Tri-Bullet off at least next turn if he can find that Kingdra. He can even get some sort of brine situation going, but I at least find the Metang, which is kind of what you want with these GX decks. One of the best turn 1 strategies is to get the Metang down first, Darkness Grace into a different Pokemon, and then evolve into your middle stage GX, right? You always want to end your turn with giving the GX evolve. So your turn 2, you want to, if it's a stage 2 GX, you want to get into that middle one. And Grady actually now getting the Tri-Bullet Kingdra out, which is kind of what he needs here. He can kind of sit behind this Tri-Bullet, or he can sit behind the Spiritomb. Really, but no, it looks like the Lapras might either grab a Lysander or a Hex if he's really looking to play some item cards. If not, he could grab a Collector as well. A lot of different options for Grady here. So it will be the Collector to start setting up a little bit more. Grabs another Horsey, a Porygon. Oh, sorry, 2 more Horseys and a Porygon. So foregoing the Froakie and instead just say, hey, I need to set up these Kingdras. This one of the active might get knocked out next turn. There's a very real possibility of that. I could retreat and Meta Lynx and attach. Not Meta Lynx, but whatever Metagross's thing is. So I just need 2 Metal Energies in my hand, and his Kingdra will go down. Not necessarily threatening the my board is not threatening anything else outside of the Metagross. Excuse me. So let's see, it's going to be a Guzma. That might mean I'm just going to algorithm here. It means I didn't hit double metal with the Guzma. That's a computer search, so maybe that gets me a way to get the... Oh, there's no metals in the discard pile. Looks like a computer search for a metal energy. Maybe there's a way. There's an item finder. Yep. So I'm assuming there's a way to get it. That's gonna be an item finder for the computer search. Computer search. 2 more away to get another metal energy. Most likely. Yep. It will just be a metal energy and attaching. Me now wishing that I just hit the double metals naturally. Because Grady can definitely get some sort of return knockout here with Dragon Vortex. He only needs to hit 11 into the discard pile. Sitting on a Crasher Wake in his hand too. I could see definitely why if he had a second water energy in the deck, how Crasher Wake could just, yep. Crasher Wake is going to be able to definitely be able to do this, right? Like he should be able just to grab, he's Crasher Wake's 2 waters away. So now he can grab like Compressor and Teammates, and then grab like Item Finder and some other way to grab waters, right? Like he's gonna be able to discard just a boatload of water energies here. Crash Awake being a very, very good card in that Kingdra deck, because it does literally everything you want to, all in one card. Discards water energies, gets you 2 of anything. Greedy Cannon water energies off to the side here. Let's see what he grabs after the Uxie. I said, that's not a water energy, sir. And there's an Oak, still trying to dig for that water energy attack, unless he already got it and I didn't see. Hard telling, so it is going to be a come down, and no, not a knockout. Hits it for 120. So I will be, if I can get out of the active, there will be a KO here. Oh, he doesn't have an energy on his active. Did he have an energy and I just removed it? I'm just like an idiot. Hold up. Oh yeah, he did. Okay. Wait a minute. So there it is right there, and he retreats and attacks me. Okay. Maybe it just got stuck. Sorry for all the jumping around. Okay, it's gonna fan this out. Yeah, it's just right under that. Okay. I freaked out for a minute there. I was like, whoa. Anyways. Misty is the card of choice here. Really trying to figure out what I want to get. Oh, it's definitely gonna. Oh, it's just gonna be a straight retreat and a Pokemon Center to heal out all that damage. Gonna go ahead and use Metagross's attack to get the metal back onto the active. The next turn for me might be scary. This Oricorio might not be doing enough for me. Is there a way I can get a knockout? Maybe I'm looking for the damage reduction. Nope, but I'm just going to take the 4 in the discard pile to knock out the Porygon on the bench. So 6-8 prizes. Greedy just shuffled all his waters back in. So a Tri-Bullet will most likely be the attacker choice for Grady as well. The supporter coming down is going to be a big one. I see a Cynthia in that hand, but instead he opts to play a different supporter. What's it going to be? Oh, it's going to be a Bebe's Search. I would bet you for the Porygon 2. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Yep, there it is. Only 2 Pokemon with abilities on his bench. Grady always has to watch out for that. Considering my Metagross can kind of do Metagross things, although it's lowering all of my HP as well. So, Item Finder for the Pokemon Center yet again. Just erasing everything that Grady was doing. Gonna need to want to grab a attachment onto the Metagross this turn. Mallow might just grab me that metal energy that I need for a follow-up. Have the Hex again for integrating from the double supporter. So there's the attachment down. And the 20 reduction HP and a goop. So instead of hexing, I'm gooping. It's going to put 50 onto the Porygon, and I say, look, dude, it's not going to knock out, but if you miss a way to heal it, it'll be knocked out coming back into my turn. So there's an attachment onto the Uxie. So he's holding on to the Cynthia, and the Cynthia is going to be one he plays. Don't want to play that BTS down. The Claydol might not be what he needs here. So what does Grady respond with? He needs a way to heal the Porygon. It's the only thing you can hope for right here. It's going to be a scoop up. That's the one of choice. He's going to get rid of it, and he goes, oh shoot, do I bench the Porygon or not? Because now Porygon 2 is in the discard pile. I can knock out the Porygon next turn, even with Hex. So another Tri-Bullet for Grady, 30 on the Metagross, the same 30 spread. So now I'll be able to come up and knock out the Dragon Vortex one if I can get... Well, I have a Metal Energy in the discard pile. I think I'm saving that Hex for next turn. So let's see what we go with here. It's going to be a Dowsing Machine. Maybe for a way to get my support back. Check my discard pile. Maybe it's prized, saying, oh, no. So Dowsing Machine, maybe that's for Swoop. Yep, will be for Swoop, and I'm going to grab Mr. Mime, so no more of that 30 damage spread shenanigans. Would have been nice to get that a few turns from now. retreat, attach back to it, and hex. And then it will be 150 taking 2 prizes, and not the return KO, but just the KO going up 4-0 in prizes. But you can never count out Kingdra. Energy removal to the steel energy. Maybe he can find a way to get a return KO somehow. If you can get that Dragon Vortex back out with a bunch of discards, it will get a knockout. Right now, the reduction of 20 on the Metagross not doing me a whole lot of good. Grady's being very cautious about where he puts his abilities because he knows that that Weavile can come out of nowhere and just sweep his board. So, he's only got 2. So Weavile is only going to take a maximum of 2 prizes. If he evolves into the Porygon, it'll take 3. Really scary situation here for Grady. Says, oh, nope, I want to take back the Spiritomb and go for a Pecom instead. Maybe he's grabbing the Baltoy, although the Oricorio is saying hello. So nope, I'll have to go for Spray Splash instead. That consistent damage coming out of Spray Splash is going to be fairly decent here. It is a nice juicy target for that Metagross though. There's the Goop and a item finder. Maybe grabs. Oh, no, it's gonna be. He's got to pitch the Cyrus because he's going for. Looks like he's gonna be going for the Oak there. Dive Ball might not find anything. And Oricorio down, and I go, oh shit, how many do I have? But apparently not enough, so he's gonna come up and hit me for 80, putting me to 110. Now he gooped, so I'm going to need a way to double retreat and attach under Goop Lock. And that's terrifying because if I don't get anything, Grady's really going to take control here. He'll have Spray Splash active. Oh, and I choose to AZ in attempts to prevent too many prizes from going down. I said minus 20, I'm going to take double knockout, go down to 2 prizes left. It is 8-2. Metagross in the lead. How can Kingdra possibly come back from this? So Froakie down, attachment and Dowsing Machine for the Oak. Gonna burn through that deck. Maybe looking for that broken time space to maybe get some stuff out. At least the Kingdra will be knocking out the Oricorio back. A computer search is is getting played, and it looks like he's going to grab his own Hex. I say, if you play this Hex, the Oricorio will not die. I know, 60, 80. Oh, he Spray Splashes it first. Sorry, Spray Splashes, and then hits it, and then Hexes. So I say, oh shoot, what do I do now? I'm going to hit that broken time space with the Rare Candy, maybe try to get back into the Metagross GX. And say, oh shoot, going to Field Blower first. But, yep, gonna Pecom for the Weavile and say, yo, dude, this thing might sweep your board if you're not careful. Really got to do a whole lot of stuff here. That minus 20 really screwing me up. I'd like to not have it right now. That's one of those ones that I might have played it too early. That's going to be a Colress into an Oak. Just a pure old Oak. Super Rod. Hopefully that Oricorio damage is not racking up at this point. I can't imagine there's too many in there. But we do want to get rid of that Oricorio threat that's looming on the bench. Acrobike. Oh, there's the Oricorio back. Secret mission. He's got the trump card in hand. I didn't see that too much there, but really looking for Broken Time Space GX if I have it, but it might be an attach and a pass coming back into my turn. This is where Grady can really take control now. Minus 20 on my side. Really wrecking havoc. The Froakie's on the bench, so 20 and 30. He can take a straight knockout onto the Claydol. Right now, the Oricorio might also be kind of gross. I'm like, oh shoot, how many do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5. Still enough with Froakie and Spray Splash. He's going to end me down to 2. The dreaded end to 2 and knock out the Claydol. So if I draw dead here, this is the greatest opportunity to come back because I have enough Pokemon on that discard pile. So I'm going to Spray Splash onto the Metang, and yep, he's going to take a double knockout. And just a straight pass back. Here's the way back in. Grady just put a whole bunch of Pokemon into that discard pile with Oricorio. And me wishing that Mr. Mime was a little bit better blocker than Oricorio. Really, I hit the Metagross GX, but really, what do I like? At this point, it's just so heavily damaged that he can take a knockout whenever he kind of wants to with it. Puts the 10 more on it with the Spray Splash. Gonna try to Oricorio again. I need to hit I need to hit something. But there's an AZ, puts a bunch more damage on there. Sees an Iris Oricorio in my hand. I didn't want to bench the Oricorio because if he my Oricorio coming back into him might be good if I can find a way to get it out. There's a heavy ball. What is that going to even search at this point? Maybe just search to thin the deck. Maybe I can't even. There's the Metagross I want out right now. But it's just Iris Oricorio. It's going to be it's just going to be the Metagross GX ability and pass. Oricorio earning its keep as one of the best cards in U150. Bannable question mark? We will see. Twins is now even active. It was still active for Grady. Does have a thin deck, but Grady can't afford to trump card here since Oricorio is really doing all the work. I suppose he could trump card and get into the Tri-Bullet Kingdra if he can even hit that, which, yeah, Super Rod and Rescue Stretcher to prevent my Oricorio from anything. And I said, look, I had enough in your discard pile to take either of these EX knockouts, but man, now I can't even do that. Taking away all my outs. Great, and played to that hand. That secret mission, giving him very valuable information. So what does Grady do here? Will most likely be taking a knockout onto the Metagross if he can. So there's one as a Spray Splash onto the Sneasel. Some more damage there, one there, and then it takes knockout on the Metagross. And even the Sneasel on there. Do I have a retreat? Ooh! The end of 2. If I can get a knockout with Oricorio somehow, I don't think there's enough. I might just slap my hand down and say, oh man, I got too many Pokemon in here. Yep, as a Versus Secret Babies, that's not going to do it. Kingdra with the comeback, proving Oricorio is one of the better cards in the format. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.